and Networking Podcast promotes business owners, business experts throughout the world. I'm Tom Reaoch, known as the King of Networking, connecting people from my unique communication lab in Brazil. And today we talk with Dominique Brightmon, and he's joining us from Baltimore, Maryland. Dom Brightmon, a top-rated podcast host, certified self-leadership trainer, speaker, best-selling author, inspiring others to create their own piece of immortality. His Going North podcast has over 539 episodes. Dom's best-selling books are available on Amazon. So, Dom, what are the 3 skills that millennials should develop and eventually master?
Well, thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom. The 3 skills that millennials should master, it's kind of a cheating way I answer the question because the first one encapsulates so many other skills, and that's communication. Knowing how to communicate effectively, written communication, body language, heck, even when it comes to emails, like you can't always put emojis in emails all the time, like
Right.
being able to read the room. Like communication is the main thing. They say writing leads to wealth. I believe that was from Ben Franklin who said that quote, and it is so true. Like writing led to this conversation we're having today, Tom, and I'm glad to be on this program with you. So being able to master communication, heck, even public speaking, another form of communication as well. Bonus points if you're connecting with those who may be deaf, sign language. So there are so many types of communication under communication. So there's communication, but more importantly, written communication, verbal communication, because not everybody was going to receive your message the way you deliver it.
No, that's true. That's true. Or the way we think we want them to receive it.
Yeah, exactly. Though you may say, "Hey, how are you doing?" They may hear, "Hey, there's a bomb in the building."
That's true. That's it. Stop bothering me. Yeah. I was happy until you asked, right?
Oh, you'll get that a lot nowadays too. They're like, "Oh God, full turtle shell nowadays." Oh man. And the second one is something that you do well, Tom, and that is definitely networking, especially with those who bring high value to the table. Because I'm still haven't figured out who originally said this, but life moves at the speed of your relationships. If someone knows you, and I believe it's a Russian proverb where it says better to have 10,000 friends than 10,000 rubles. So if you have 10,000 friends who really know you, appreciate you, and they don't mind doing a favor for you, that will take you a lot further than money ever will. Because if you have a great reputation that you built over time, you have people that truly respect you, admire you, and value and your time and your relationship with them, then that'll take you way further down the line. Heck, I remember a quick story about a preacher who came down one day to preach at our church, and he talked about how he needed stained glass windows for his new church building. And his father was a preacher too. And he said that the job for the stained glass windows was going to cost him $60,000. But the man he went to get the stained glass windows done didn't charge him a dime, because his father, who was a preacher, actually helped that businessman that he went to the stained glass windows for get a whole bunch of business that helped him stay afloat for decades to come.
Right.
And him being the son of that same man who gave him all that business, he gave him the stained glass windows for free, a $60,000 job, American money.
It wasn't free. It was an investment.
Yeah. So
That's what marketing's all about, right? You know, get a free sample in the supermarket. It's not free.
Yeah, exactly. It's true. Especially if it tastes bad.
No, it's a $60,000 sample.
Yeah.
That, millions of people see over, it's a legacy.
It is. It really is. And I love me some stained glass windows. I mean, how can you not? It's beautiful. No matter what your religion, it's still a real beautiful sight to behold.
Right.
So we have communication, networking, and the third one would be financial literacy, because that's something that's not taught in school.
Money.
And it's something
money. And not only money. I know it's sustainability, because sometimes take the word money wrong, but money fuels the fire.
Heck yeah, it really does. Like like you said, sustainability. You got to self-sustain yourself and your family that you have and that you care for. And even though folks may say, "Oh yeah, money's not everything," well, it's pretty close to oxygen, though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and it is, and maybe here in Brazil specifically, it's very hard for people even to use the word money. They consider it offensive. Seriously, if you talk about money, if you say, well, sustainability, results, they like to say results, but what are results? They can be anything. You could win the game or not, but what's the result? And in a business, the result is money to fuel your business, money to fuel whatever you're trying to offer, your marketing, and to find people to work for you. So, but to the point you said a lot of fine things, but one that stands out to me is reputation. Because you can use communication, you can network, which I do, and I consider my networking persons that I know, they're not necessarily friends. I consider them allies, and I hope to be their ally, and that's where it starts, and that's where it will go. But reputation building is not something that's immediate. You can't go out and buy 3 pounds of reputation. It needs, and many times reputation, you're not really part of building it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what other people say about you, and it's how you communicate who you are and what you are that other people may say and refer to Dom, right? Because we can stand out in the corners, people do, and talk about ourselves. But the real value comes from somebody else talking about us.
It's so true. It is so true. Because we can say we're the best in the world, but if other folks say, "Oh, that person's smoking something," they're lying. Then, well, there you go.
Well, we say you said you have to master communication, and you certainly are a communication master, which is the other side of the same coin. So, where can our listeners find you? Where can they find you? Which corner of this world can they find you speaking or writing? Or gesticulating?
Well, thanks again, Tom. I appreciate that, my man. You can find me on dombrightmon.com. That's dombrightmon.com. And a free gift for those listening, the 21 lessons learned from 4+ years of podcasting. That free gift can be acquired at dombrightmon.com.
And you're also on LinkedIn as well?
Oh, yeah, LinkedIn. Yes, LinkedIn. I prefer LinkedIn over TikTok.
Well, maybe millennials don't, but we got to be everywhere, sort of, right?
Yeah, I don't feel like pointing at the air for clicks. I'm good.
Well, Dom, thanks again for being with us today and sharing your time and experience.
Thanks, Tom. You're the man.
Okay. And for our listeners, it's Dom Brightmon, D-O-M, the last name Brightmon. Brightmon. Find him on LinkedIn, as he said, and his site, dombrightmon.com. And again, you can find his free book, 21 Lessons Learned from Podcasting. Café and Networking is brought to us by Focus MI Market Intelligence, an agricultural market research specialist in Brazil. More information at focusmi.com. Thanks for listening until the next time here at Café and Networking Podcast.